Hi, Angela here with Dogwood Paper Arts. And it's not morning, so I have to say good evening. And I'm back with the journal, and I have sewn in 2 signatures using a 5-hole pamphlet stitch. And I said I'd come back to you when I get ready to go to the 3rd signature, and we would sew that one in together. And here it is right here. And I have not punched holes in it yet, so we'll do that together. I have punched holes here in my spine. So let's scoot that off to the side for a second. And I'll bring up Mr. Big Old Dictionary. No, you don't take that book. You leave it there, puppy. And we'll flip it open. If you see a bad word, just turn your eyes away from it. Because I'm not going to read through it to find out if I've opened up a bad page. So let's just all be adults here. Sorry. I'm just quickly checking to be sure all my pages are correct in direction. And let's see here. Oh my, I used my... I have to get some more. Hang on. I have to get up here and get in my drawer. Made one of those. One of those and one of these. So I'm just making sure that my signature block is inside here, and you want the gotta be careful, I don't want to rip that page in there. You want to be sure that it is even coming down in this V shape here. Otherwise you can punch through and actually punch through the front or the back of the journal and not through here. It's very easy to do. It's not super dire or anything like that. It'll still go in your signature just fine. Your signature will still go in your spine just fine. But it's nicer if it's all even. Everybody does their signatures a little bit different. There's no rule on it, really. Now that one is coming out a little further, so let's double check that. Oh! Twisted my finger there. I love these bulldog clips, but wow, sometimes they're hard to... Sometimes it's difficult to hold the book and get these in position. Sometimes I use them, sometimes I don't, to be honest with you. I don't always use them, but this is a pretty long book. Let's see, I'm having trouble positioning this one, so what I'm going to do is move it up here on top. Hey, you get out of the garbage. Right now. Go on. Sometimes You have to move it around to different areas and see if it works better for you. You just never know what's going to work and what isn't. Doesn't feel like it's coming in there nice and flat to me. So we're going to try it this way because it is so long. Maybe we have to try different things. My dog is snooping around, so she's kind of got my attention. Okay, let's try that. That feels better. It feels more even. Okay. I think this is the top. Is it? I don't want to take it apart and look. Libby, enough. Out. I have to leave. I don't have time for that. Sorry about that. She's just too snoopy this evening. Okay, yeah, that's right. Look, I can just look back here. Okay, so I marked off my template. I always mark the top, and this little line coming across here is the line where it lines up with the book, top and bottom. The ends go all the way out on the journal. And that's about it. I'm going to stand up to do this because it's much easier to get down in there. And my first punch is going to be with this one, and then I'm going to use my bigger awl to sorry if my head got in the way. I'm going to use my bigger awl to make the holes a little bit larger. So I don't know if you can see that, but I'm just punching right down into the spine of the dictionary underneath, and that helps. Okay, now let's peek. Ah, I got them on there. Excellent. Okay. This can go back down here. And I'm going to use this little larger awl to just make the hole a little bit bigger. I don't want to punch it all the way through. Otherwise the hole will get massively big, and I don't want that. The larger the hole, the easier it is to sew in the signature. But it's also easier to get your needle through if you have a little larger hole. These awls are really sharp, so be sure you're very careful. Okay, and there we go. We have our holes. And let's pull our book over. Now, you'll see that I have it clipped here on the front. That's because I started at the front this time. It doesn't look even right now, it's just the way it's clipped in there. It might be crooked, I don't know. Or it just might look crooked right now. I've also taken and clamped down my ties, because if you hit them with your awl, that organza is going to run like crazy. So now we don't need our template anymore because I've already punched all my holes. So that'll go to the saver pile for an 11-inch journal. And on a 5-hole pamphlet stitch, we are going to start in the middle. Now I'm using the same method that Tracy Fox uses. Oh, and by the way, I pulled my thread out 3 times the length of the book. 1, 2, 3. And that's usually what I use. I tried for a while leaving it on the spool. Didn't work for me. Okay, we're going down through this middle hole, and we are going to come up through the second hole. We're going to weave in and out here, so we go to the back here and find our hole. Let me flip this over this way. I'll be working a little backwards, but it'll be okay, I think. Sometimes if you can kind of close your book and go from here to this hole, it will come up in the center. That's what you want it to do. Okay, now we're going to work back up towards the top of the book. That's about right. Okay. So down, back up through here, down through the top hole, and oh, that's where it is. I wondered where it was hung up. I couldn't see it there. It was kind of blending into the page to me. Okay. Okay. So down, up, down. Now we're going to come back up through this hole. Now, the one thing you want to be careful of is you don't want to split your thread. There's a couple ways you can get that pulled tight enough, and sometimes that'll protect it. There we go. Okay, now we are going to skip over the middle hole and go down through this one towards the bottom. And then we're going to come back up in this hole. Right here. Okay, now we're going to go back down through this one. And we're going to go back up through the middle. Oh, yeah, I've got the needle through. Okay. Now you want to be sure that one of your threads is on the left side of the thread of the signature and one is on the right, and that so that they are opposite of that string. You're going to want to pull it nice and tight. That's not it. Okay. That's not it. That should be it. You don't want to pull it so tight it starts to tear everything. Okay, cross our fingers. Hope it looks good. Let's bring these back down this way. We'll clip them off here in just a second. So I usually clip mine off right about here so they hang down just a little bit. Sometimes I'll clip them clear up and glue this, and we probably will glue that before we're done. Let's open this. And this. Oh, pretty. Now I did leave some space between the signatures, just in case we want to fatten it up. You know how I like to fatten up my journals. But let's see how it ties over. These may be too long, or they may make a perfect fat bow. They're too long. Of course they are. But we haven't filled it up yet. We haven't put anything in it yet. So there it is. And it has lots of room to grow. Look at that. We left room to grow. That's why we have this extra space in here. Excellent. Oh, I like it. Okay, well, we want to be sure we don't mess with those guys. I want to put my needle back in here because I lost it earlier because I hadn't done that. Okay. So the first thing I have to insert in here is one of these flip out things, and I have cut them down. They're the length of your page. I made a 1/2 inch score here and folded it in, and then I cut well, let me just tell you how long it is. It is 8 inches, scored at 1/2 inch and 4.5 inches. And so this is a shorter page, so it will fold into here without getting caught up. That way it'll fold in and out without getting caught up on this or this. And we're going to glue it in right here. So let me get the noisy paper, because I don't want to get glue on my new book. And let's see, I need Ta-da! A book weight. And I need a glue. Am I still with you? Okay, shaking up my glue. Oh, before I forget, not those scissors. That's your sewing scissors, Angela. I need to get those off of this table. I'm just going to clip this corner in so it's not hanging over right on the edge there. Just there we go. That'll be a little better. Make sure I'm right side up. Yes, I am. Are you upside down or right side up? I don't know. Can somebody please help me? I am some direction. So I want to get this down on there nice and straight. End to end. And got the old bone folder. Fold some bones. Okay, let's have a look at this. How wide is this? I'm thinking about putting that right there. Just on this side of the score line to the left of it, because we don't want to go right, because it might, oh, I almost did it. Did you see that? How can I get mad at anybody for using my sewing scissors if I use them on the wrong thing? Whew. I mean, what the heck fun is that? This tape is pretty darn sticky, but I am going to, I would like to use this on there, but it really takes up quite a bit of space. Try and do a little line. Remember to stay to this side of the score line, because if we don't, guess what will happen? It won't open and close like we want it to. This is that fabric tape, so I guess I could have used my scissors on it. My brain knew right. See? Okay, so that's just going to kind of hold that in, and it kind of hides that extra line for now, you know, when we don't know what we want to do with it. That did not work very well, did it? This means we have to turn it and cut in the right direction. Actually, I need the longer scissors right here for cutting something like this. Okay. So there is that. Now, let's see. Let's go to the next one. I have one to go in the back of each signature. And it's still kind of catching up on things there, so we'll have to think about that. Let's not think about it right now. Let's go to here. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to make sure our words are going the correct direction. Going to clip those corners a bit because we don't need them to stick out so far. Now I can tell that this one is definitely going to catch up on here because it's hitting the thing already, which means when you close the page it's always going to skid there. So I really need to take that little piece off of that. So I'm going to take off, oh, I don't know, maybe a fourth of an inch. Makes a really pretty piece of paper though. Nice little stripey D there. Yes, that'll be a lot better. I'd rather that it didn't catch up on things. Oh boy, it's warm in this room. Okay. Just going to put the glue on there again. So I'm just going to kind of let that slide into place. Not pushing it down yet because I really need this under here. There we go. Okay. That should do it. There we go. There. Okay. Let's go ahead and put a little piece of this tape in here. This looks upside down this way, but I can cut it and turn it around, right? Right? Why not? Why not? Why not, you ask? Why not? Why for and why not? this one. Do, do, do. That's enough to keep it down. Different sort of light in here at night, especially since one of my bulbs just burnt out when I flip the lamp on. So I hope it doesn't make too much of a difference for you guys. It does make a little bit of difference for me because it's a light missing from my left side over there. But it's not too bad. But it's not a very big light. It's just a little lamp. But there we go. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Cutting it back. Lots better. I think something that will help too will be rounding these corners. Let's see. Do we want a 1/2 inch? I think we do because this is a very large page. Let's just see what a 1/2 inch looks like. We should know by now. Oh yeah, perfect. Look at that. Yeah, that looks nice. Let's go back and grab that other one. Back here. Oops. That doesn't look right. Okay, that helps. Funny how just clipping a little piece of the sharp corner off can help, huh? Okay, and now we have this page. Let's go ahead and put this in here. And let's put that on there. Grab our page, and you can see that it's too close too, so I'm going to cut off 1/4 of an inch. There we go, much better. Going to clip these corners. The reason I'm clipping them, I don't know if I said it, is so that they don't hang over the edges here. I said that, didn't I? It makes a much nicer it makes it much nicer. It neatens it up. I'm going to go ahead and clip that right now, but I need to get it out of my way to do that. Oh, for heaven's sakes. There we go. Let's go back and redo that one too. I know what's wrong is this is slipping off. And when they start to slip off, it gets uncomfortable in your hand. I hate it when they do that. Okay. Put the top on my glue. This is a very long journal. But it's really very cool. Okay, here we go. Ready? I'm going to have to leave that right there. We're on a curve now because our book is there. Now, just a little extra glue. I used that in the last one, so I'll use this on the front one, just like I did on the back one. Okay. Okay. Trying to see where that line is there. There, get up there. There we go. Look at that. Very nice. A little bit of glue right there. I was afraid that piece wasn't going to be long enough, but it was. Okay. Let's get these off our table. These little corners. And let's put the tape up on the sewing machine area. And let's put the cap on the little housekeeping. Okay. Now we want to go to the beginning of these signatures. And I think before we put these down, I just kind of wonder if we need something up there. I guess we can add that, can't we? Yeah, I think let's go ahead and add these. We're going to put glue on the two edges. 2 or 3, 2 or 3, 1, 2 or 3. I want the farm first because that feels like home. Not that I ever lived on a farm, but if I did, it would be down lane. I have lost my... Oh, no I didn't. I thought I did, but I did not. Okay, so we're going to glue this side and the bottom. And this is just going to become a nice little tall tuck spot. I'm not going to put it all the way down to the edge or to the side, the bottom or the side. I want to leave it a little bit of space, just because it will help the book to look nicer. Okay, and here's that tag we made, and I absolutely love it for this pocket. And I think that this takes in that space a little bit. I still think we need something up there, but I'm not quite sure what it is. Maybe it's some roses. What I need is this color roses. I think that would look nice if we glued that down. We'd have to put maybe paper behind it or something. I got some... Oh, I got an old book today. Where's that old book? Wonder if I brought it in. That one's an old diary. I haven't decided if I can use it yet or not. Oh, here they are. A sack of shakings. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Anyway, I could not find a date in this book for nothing. The volumes issued from the Clear Type Press, well printed in bold type. Don't know, it never said. So, anyway, beautiful old book. I don't know, what words are in it or anything, but if we turn it this way, we don't really have to worry about any of the words. And it just comes apart. So I hope there's good words in here. I think maybe we'll... Oh. Look at how it tears. Tears beautifully. That's here. Let's tear off that end. And then right about here. So that would go that way. And then this would be on there. I think we will darken that up a little bit. Excuse my reach. I gotta get the ink and a dauber. Oh, our time is almost up. And it's almost my bedtime. Oh my gosh. I go to bed early, but I get up early. I get up way early. Very rarely do I sleep in to 6 o'clock or some odd hour like that. It's a rare day. It's okay if this rips because it is a very fragile paper. I'll just say that. But if it rips, it gives it more character. Okay, so glue stick. Stick the glue on the paper. I didn't want it to rip that much. Angela. And this. Now I could have just done the top of it and left it as an upper tuck as well. But that wasn't really what I was going for here. I was kind of going for just design elements and not someplace else I'm going to have to stuff full of something. Because if I put a tuck in, then I'm going to have to make something to go in it, right? At least I feel like I have to. But I want to leave the book so that whoever buys it, or gets it or buys it, so that they have something to put in it too. I don't want it to be my book. I want it to be their book. That makes sense? Yeah, of course. There, isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, I love this book, you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's flip back to the front here. Let's see how much space we have. That doesn't fit. I'll bet a couple of these little journal cards would fit. Maybe. try having. Like that would fit. You really need to round the corners maybe on that. What do you think? We have a little booklet right here. So we'll have to make another one of those because I think I only made one. Something's bugging me here. I wonder if we can round that corner. Oops. I'm going to try and round it just 1/4 of an inch. Yeah, there we go. The reason is because when they're sharp corner, a lot of times they catch up on the other things. And I felt it when I closed the book. I could feel that corner start to bend. That way it will be down. I don't like this one there. It doesn't work. I think what we will need to do is cut some special pieces here. Like this would work if it were cut off a little bit. So we do need to make some special ones for here and there because that wasn't it. Okay, well, it is time for me to go, and now it's time to say goodbye. What'd I do with my cap? Angela, oh Angela. There we go. Okay. So when we come back tomorrow, we are going to add these into the front pages of each signature. We need to make 2 more of these tags to go in them, and then we'll put something similar to this on the fronts of those pages. Okay? And then we know we have to make a special card here and there. Now we may be able to pick from these something to go in those. And then we'll take a look and see if we want to add any lace and what we might want to do with these. Like, do they need lines? Do we need some sort of a border somewhere? Oh boy, it's beautiful, you guys. I wish you could all feel it. I wish you could come fill my journal. It feels absolutely delicious. The coffee dyed pages are smooth as silk, and these have a texture, but they feel so good. And all the papers, I mean, they all feel just different, one from the next, you know, like this is erase paper, and it is smooth. Oh my goodness. It's wonderful. I absolutely love it. We may have room for a book board in this one. Sorry, little bird, I gave you a wrinkle head. Okay, I need to let you go because I'm falling in love with my book all over again. if I tie it this direction. Oh, how beautiful. Oh, how beautiful. Oh, look at that. I see a piece of tape sticking up there. There we go. Now it won't cause a problem. Oh, I love it, you guys. It is such a cool journal. I just want to hug it and squeeze it. Now, I did not put the stuff over it like I thought I would do, the Mod Podge. I forgot, to be honest with you, but I do kind of feel like it needs it because I'm so afraid it's just going to get so dirty. So I may have to put tape around these and then run that Mod Podge over this. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I just kind of feel like it needs it. I saw a couple of books by Longfellow today. Looking through the old books downtown at the Friends of the Library, and I almost got a couple because I wanted to cut out some of the words, but I decided not to. I knew I wouldn't be able to cut up the book, so it goes. Okay, gotta go. Hang in there with whatever you're doing. I hope you have all sweet dreams tonight. I hope I have sweet dreams tonight. I have really weird dreams. I don't even know what they're about. I just know I wake up and I'm like, can't you just dream about something a little bit different? I'm always on an adventure. There's no doubt about that. So, okay, I hate goodbyes, so they're really hard for me, but that's my bedtime yawn. So it is time for me to go. Good night. Bye. So long. Farewell. It's like going around on the merry-go-round. Hi, bye, hi, bye. Okay, bye.